welcome everybody to the final, the final of the Tower Tag VR Athletics League / VRML Sports Tournament. Man, that's a mouthful. And we can bring that down. Let's just call it the Tower Tag Tournament, okay? That's what we got going on here, and it should be some high-octane action. We'll be hopping into interesting set of matches. Spectrum VR versus Outer Limits, two teams that ultimately dominated the group stages and the semifinals leading into this. Well, I guess this is the semifinal. No, this is the NA finals. Sorry. Depends on how you want to look at it, right? So we're going to have the NA finals, then we're going to have the EU finals shortly after this, and then we're going to take the winners of both of those and have them in a final. A world final, if you're tuning in. This is Tower Tag. It is a 3v3 goal-focused game. Each team's trying to capture the enemy's goal tower. In order to do so, they have to secure points of land that they can then teleport to and push towards the enemy objective. Map obviously labeled sneaky for a reason, as there are north and south lanes that can be secured where you can sneak around the enemy's central focus and try and capture the objective, defending a crucial point, getting some support from Mars on the other side. He gets quickly double teamed. That's going to be bad news when they lose these forward points, especially if they lose both of them. Here comes another double cap with 3:20 on the clock. This is going to be point number 6 for Spectrum VR. 35 seconds on the clock. 9-0 for Spectrum. They have a plan. They know how to enact it. They're pushing up the center. They're grabbing both sides. They're both grabbing both land points on opposite sides of the objective and then capping it together, because look at how fast the double cap is. And this is definitely, I think, one of the biggest deficits we've seen between teams right now. 10-0. 10 seconds left. That's going to be round number 1 into the hands of Spectrum in a pretty dang commanding fashion. Take a look at the top performers. Jupiter 7-9. But meanwhile, Kensai, the absolute MVP of the series, carrying his team honestly with 17-6, and secures Spectrum with a first point of round 2, although it's taken them a bit longer to get this point. And now we do have a bit of a base race. Mars on the objective, trying to secure it in time. Spectrum can't pile on. Picks Jupiter getting shot from the south by Brandominos. He needs to grab this bit of land so that he can push forward and get out of this tough spot he's in. Does manage to push, and now he's going to get flanked. Brandominos recognizing the threat here as Jupiter tries to secure himself, or his team, a second point. The base race coming in. Jupiter doesn't go down. Like a push quickly denied with some good solid picks from Spectrum. Oh, and look at this. The full court press from Spectrum VR. And in a second, well, 5 seconds, they managed to secure point number 3. And with 2:20 left, you got to wonder what the plan is for Outer Limits. If they're going to try and play this slow, or if they're going to continue to throw on the aggression. Looks like a 3-man push. No, they do have Neptune staying back on the defense. He's aware of the cruciality of this landmass that has been secured. And here's the push. Can it outdo the aggression from Spectrum? That is the question. An interesting way to contend against this push from Spectrum. Are they going to be aware to the defending this double push? Uh-oh, triple push coming in here. It's going to take a lot for them to defend, but here comes the cap to putting in the work. One does get picked off while the flank comes in, and it's not going to be in time. Spectrum pushing up 5-2. They lose their second round, albeit much closer. Today we'll be spectating Laserland, as mentioned in the pre-show, a laser tag arcade, not a VR arcade, but they have some VR setups there. They'll be competing in the finals against VR Edom. Now that's a controversial name, I suppose, because is it VR Freedom or V-Redom? And trying to pick off Cracker. Cracker trying to do a bit of a blind fire up over the top, and meanwhile Zizzo pushing on objective. He's got all the cover in the world. This is going to be a tough one for them to deny. He loses his grab on the OBJ, actually, because he was so tucked in. That's going to completely reset it. And now he's getting a little support from the other side. Here comes the double tag, and Laserland, without being denied the opportunity, secure their second point. Coming in here, but a nice denial there. Going to force Cracker to slow up. He's going to have to reassess how he wanted to push. On board Mr. Smith, trying to deal with Kai here behind his pillar. Cracker still trying to secure this node, and he does get a huge pick. That's going to be 5 seconds of the enemy team trying to respawn, trying to deny this. Tons of shots coming in towards Cracker, but he's got the pillar for cover. Does just picked off in the nick of time. The Aridum team trying to secure this neutral land in the center, but take a look at your minimap. You can see most land controlled by Laserland. That's going to mean that it's their time to push forward, and I do wonder if Aridum are ready for this push, because it's going to be a 3-man press right here. Whoa. This is literally new strats I've never seen. Can you link to your teammate somehow? Can you heal a teammate? Just in the center there, I was seeing him link to his teammate instead. I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on Laserland. They may have been maybe tapping into some top secret strats. You can. I'm getting confirmation. Wow, why have I never seen that? That's a huge means of maintaining that forward aggression. That is top tier, because what he's doing is he's pushing forward. He's getting his laser onto that enemy's ice tower. And then what a lot of players do is they end up sitting behind the pillar and having their gun exposed around the pillar trying to cap it. What they've done is they go ahead and point the gun straight down. That minimizes how much the gun peeks out around the edge, minimizes the exposure of their body to enemy fire. Good bit of trading in up through the middle. The land grab in huge favor of VR Aridum, as they now are positioning themselves to be triple threading on this Laserland of OBJ. They know the importance of getting this point, getting on the board. 38 seconds left, though. It's not going to be enough, frankly. They're going to have to do so much to grab the 3 points they need, and with 30 seconds, I just don't think there's enough time for them to even get across the map and secure 3 points. I do think it takes, we kind of got a test of that. Another point, trying to pile on to this lead. Cracker here, recognizing that full court press was on from Rita, manages to sneak behind. Pushes Laserland up 4-0 on this first round. Laserland coming out on top, 4-0. Their first match. Overall top fragger, the MVP, Cracker. A lot of fire, Mr. Smith. You can see. And when you hold the two of the middle slots, definitely a good indicator of how your team is going. What we'll see here at the start of this round is both squads vying for land. You can see that they capture these neutral points. And once those points are captured, they can then teleport and move forward. You cannot teleport to an enemy's point, so you must capture it first before you can push. But look at this, Laserland with the double court press. In 15 seconds, almost catching VR Aridum sleeping. Oh, Caps coming in. Looks like it's going to be Zizou trying to steal a point, but he drops it. Drops it again. And in his efforts to secure it, he does get picked off. Here comes another push on the other side. Can they deny the cap coming in from Cracker? They can't. Laserland pushing up 2-0. A great bit of defense here from Laserland, preventing VR Aridum from pushing forward. They are on the back foot. A ton of land is in the control of VR Aridum, so it's going to be hard for them to counter push when those picks come out. And here comes the cap attempt. Julian with tons of cover, and the double team from VR Aridum secures them a point. It's really important. This is going to be bad news, as there's a double flank coming in. It's going to be 2, capping the OBJ extra fast. That's going to be 4 points for Laserland as they start to run away with round 2 and the series. Everybody's back on the board for Laserland, though, and instantly they begin pushing OBJ again. No shots coming in that are landing onto Ziz. There's a couple of... Oh my goodness, they get Ziz, but not before the rotation. And that's going to put them up in a dominating lead for round number 2. No comeback available for VR Edom as they take the EU Finals. Laserland looking good. 4-0 on map 1 and 7-1. We are proud to bring to you the top 2 teams in the world of Tower Tech. Spectrum VR versus Laserland. All the way around, I suppose, just to keep things simplified. We'll be duking it out in the World Finals. Both squads pushing forward. This is looking like an early Laserland objective cap as they have 2 offensive pushes coming in from both sides and grabbing that objective point in just under 30 seconds. Now getting a point that's going to allow him to push forward. And potentially Cap. Zizou does see this. He's trying to get the shots. Has a clear line of sight on the Brandominos, and down he goes. In the meantime, a cap coming in from Cracker on the backside may secure his team another point. Tons of fire raining in on him, but he stays close to the ground and can't quite get it. A great defensive coordinated effort, but a lot of resources invested. All the while that was happening, they've lost map control, and you can see in the lower hand corner of your of the screen here that this map control is not looking good as the push comes in again from Laserland. Could be another best of 3, I believe it is, as this first round keeps swinging into the hands of Laserland. The 3rd point on the board. They are making short work of this Spectrum squad. Going to be a tough comeback here for Spectrum. They really need to start answering back now. They need to deny this push strategy that Laserland has been using pretty consistently, where they just go right up the middle. Here it comes again. Another push from Cracker. He's going to try and grab a 5th point for Laserland. And where's the defense? No shots here to deny him. Nobody flanking on the south, even though they had the land available. And as a reminder, this is a best of 3, so Laserland just need to secure this round and the one following it if they want to become the world champions. Right now, they are just dominating. I cannot believe how well they're doing against this Spectrum squad. Spectrum was looking so good. The KD's kind of close. Not a huge deficit there, but everybody on Laserland is in the double digits. That's that deciding component, putting them up so much in this first round. With Laserland taking that first point in just under 15 seconds, you gotta wonder what Spectrum's plan of approach is here. Be a bit more defensive. We'll hover over their land grabs and see what they're going for here. This is interesting. They're aware of the potential of a quick flank and have secured north and south, but are they aware of the potential of a quick push right up the center? That's the question, as Zizou's down here and grabs Laserland in, again, 20 seconds. Their first point. I honestly think the difference here between Laserland and Spectrum is that Laserland utilizes the heal. They maintain full health on their players. They are aware of the catastrophe of losing one and what it ultimately costs you. And the push keeps getting applied. It's a constant press. One pick after another, and Laserland keeps throwing their teammates at the objective. Finally, no! Can't get that 4th point. A very close denial, but not in a good spot yet. Spectrum still has a ton of land to grab if they want to feel safe, as here comes the double court press. This is going to be point number 4 on the board for Laserland. You need to get on the board, but they're not paying attention to these flanks that are happening. Zizou's ducking down undercover, looking for his 5th point. And with support from his teammate, he gets it. 5-0. With 4 minutes left on the clock for Team Laserland. They are looking like they may very well indeed take this World Finals in dominating fashion. 8-0 on round 1, and now 5-0 for round 2. Laserland looking good. The heals, honestly, I think, being the most important factor of this Laserland squad. The separating element from this playstyle of Spectrum. It does keep their players full health, hardy, and robust enough to push forward and capture points as they're looking to push the lead 6-0. Cracker secures it. And now Spectrum have only 3.5 minutes to answer back. That's half the round gone. Putting themselves into a position where they can dominate, and Zizou flanking again. They have not figured out this pushing strategy from Laserland, that is for certain. The score gap, continues to become wider and wider in this World Finals matchup. This could be the series decider. If Laserland take this, they are crowned the world champions. They will have beaten Spectrum, our NA champions, in such a fashion I would have never seen coming. I mean, Laserland here just breaking out some innovative strats that are really throwing Spectrum for a loop. And honestly, it's just a little bit of a base race here. I think Zizao was here first, but he goes down as well does the attacking Spectrum player. He gets picked off and back into a bit of a land grab. And I think they've learned to not let these flanks happen. They've invested 2 on the defense. Mr. Smith caught up in a bit of a crossfire as he does get the flank support from his teammate. Zizao is going to be in a great spot to help double cap, and Cracker reinforcing. That's going to be it. Point number 9 with a minute left for Laserland. Wow. Just an absolutely dominating performance from Team Laserland here today. All that laser tag clearly has been training them and honing in their skill set for this very exact moment. The teamwork is on point. The coordination is there. Laserland now put their scoreline into the double digits. Just adding insult to injury at this point. Round number 2 will be going into their hands. There's no possible way for Spectrum to come back from this sort of deficit with only 10 seconds left on the clock. We're proud here at the Virtual Athletics League and the VRML to present to you the Tower Tag World Finalists. Laserland stand atop the host of dead team bodies that we have here. They have dominated the arcade scene and come out as the world champions.